Who are you?
My name is Greg Nespor from the Caddis Fly Shop in Eugene, Oregon. Today I'll be tying what I call the counterfeit. All right, today I'm using a Gamakatsu J20 in size 12. For trout, I typically will tie these in size 12, 14 and 16s. I just am using some standard Chinese red saddle hackle. Pull it out perpendicular to your stem of your feather, and I just take a little clump, just like so, and I'm going to make my tail about the length, maybe slightly shorter than the length of the hook or the body, and I'll just do a pinch wrap right there and bring it back to the end. Now you can keep this tail whole, but like we were talking about, it doesn't matter if you actually change the color of the bead. Well, sometimes I'll fish these tails whole, but usually what I like to do is I'll cut them off really short just right here when there's nothing in my way. That's something you can do on the fly out in the field as you're fishing this, but I've just found that I like the aesthetics of this fly by cutting the tail just like so. From there I'm just going to wrap back up. I want to lock in this bead because we do have that slot there. We want to make sure it's tucked down. And then I'm going to run just some uni wire. This is probably size small. You can ride small or medium. I like to tuck it in at the top there, catch it, and just keep your fly right on, excuse me, not your fly, but your wire just right on the top, and bring that back to the hook bend. So we just put a small body on, slightly tapered. We round the wire up. I'm going to helicopter that off, tie that off like so. And what I like to use up here is a piece of CDC. And you don't need a whole lot, but I'll use different colors. I'll use natural, I'll use black, brown. Here I believe we have a dun color, which will work. And when you're choosing CDC, you really want to look for fibers that are really dense. All right, I just tied in my CDC feather tip first. You can also do it in little plumes if you want to, but I just literally do 1 or 2 wraps. I like it fairly dense, so I'll do about 2.5 right to there, and I'll lock that off. And if you get a couple of fibers trapped, it's not a big deal. You can pick them out with your bodkin if you need to. Trim that, pull my feathers back, lock those back, and as you can see, they'll extend a little bit beyond the hook. And what I like to do is to cover all that is a little more of this ice dub. Just throw that on there, I guess. And then I'll just take my whip finishing tool with a little bit of dub still on there and just do a 4 or 5 whip. So, lock it off. The counterfeit, which is European nymphing fly, kind of resembling a Frenchie. Just a little tweaked. I would fish this not only with a Czech style or any of those European type styles, but I would also fish this under an indicator. I would use it as a terminal fly because it is a tungsten bead. It's much heavier than your typical brass beads, so you'll get down much quicker, especially in moving water. And it's got that 60 degree bend, so it's going to be riding hook up, so you're less likely to snag on the bottom rocks and other things. And yeah, this is a great fly. I've used it on the Deschutes with success last winter. I've used it, like I said, down on Sierra streams, the Truckee. I would use this even on Crowley Lake and some of those other stillwater fisheries down in the Sierra Nevada. If I were in Montana fishing around the Bozeman area, I think this fly would also work great under a dry fly as a dropper. So it's a good fly. Works well. Fish it deep. Tumble it.
Cool.
And yeah, I hope it's successful for you.